Welcome, everybody, and thanks for tuning back in to the Directly Indirect show. And what happens when a police officer gets caught with explicit child videos? Man, rock with me. Welcome back, family, and thanks for tuning back into the show. And man, you already know how this go, man. I don't try to hold y'all long because I know how it is when you're busy, you got things going on. But somebody sent this to me today in my inbox, and I was like, what? It ain't much to say about it. Long story short, we all know I love our family in blue, our family in black, whether COs or police officers. If you're helping the community stay safe, I'm all for it, man. You already know how I give it up. People do slide through the cracks. And I'm not just talking about correctional officers, police officers too. As a matter of fact, how about we just check this video out for a second, and then we'll just talk about it.
Officer arrested on child pornography charges. Patrick Hosford is being held on a $500,000 bond and has now been fired from the Oak Ridge North Police Department.
And as our Puccilodia shows us, he'd only been with the department for a few months.
We just received court documents related to this case. We can't tell you the details in those documents because they're too explicit to say on television. But we can tell you that this now former police officer has been accused of possessing 10 child pornography videos. He was arrested as part of an internet sting. We're looking for any information you have on the arrest of Patrick Hosford.
No, we have no comment.
No comment at the home of Patrick Hosford. The 25-year-old is in jail, charged with 10 counts related to child pornography. His jail booking shot now more relevant than his ID photo at the Oak Ridge Police Department.
It puts a negative light on all of us in law enforcement. The one thing that I stress to all new hires and applicants when we interview them is you do not discredit yourself, you do not discredit this department, and you do not discredit the city.
Just last year, Hosford graduated from the police academy and went through a field training program with Conroe Police. But he resigned soon afterward. A spokesperson today said he did not meet the standards of the Conroe Police Department. He had only been at Oak Ridge North for about 2 months, and today the chief said he doesn't believe Hosford used any city equipment for illegal activity.
He had no criminal history. He had no negative references from reference checks during the background. And we hired him, and he came on board on October 30th of 2024. We're going to do everything we can as far as going back and reviewing our protocols for hiring to make sure that we're not missing anything, because this gentleman did go under the radar undetected.
Pooja Lodia, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Wow. Hey, you already know how I go, family. Let's get to it. Like I was saying earlier, no job is perfect. Whether the prison system with COs or the police station with police officers, anybody can kind of play the role long enough, to try to slide in between the cracks, and it happens all the time. We talk about it all the time. Super rare that a police officer, you usually hear about COs or whatever the case may be, but a police officer with child PDF videos. So when this stuff happens, it's really a big deal. And it's funny, they said something real alarming. So Patrick has only been a police officer for 2 months. He resigned. They never expounded on why he resigned. All they said was he couldn't meet the requirements, so he couldn't hack it. No figure. And he was young guy, whole life ahead of him. You can't say he looks like a PDF person. You can't say he acts like it, talks like it. They don't have a sound. They don't have a look. They don't have a visual. You can't just point them out. They look like us. Believe me. I know. They look like the people you see at Walmart. Roses, Food Line. There's no look, distinct smell, talk, sound. As Patrick goes, he's a police officer, or was, thank God. Look at him, people. His life is over. For good reason. Because imagine if he would have stayed on the police force and implemented his stature, his badge. You know, the damage he could have done in the neighborhood could have been immense. So thank God he never stayed on long enough to cause any major damage, as opposed to the, damage he's already caused, which is immense enough. But imagine if he would have been on the force for 4, 5, 6, 10 years. Man, the people lives he would have hurt. And again, I have total faith in the police station, in the police force. People slide through the cracks all the time. I can't count. I've lost count of the amount of people that I've worked with in the corrections field that married inmates, dated inmates, brought in contraband. And, and I get it. Maybe our hiring process is not as strenuous as the police academy and all that stuff. I understand that. But the hiring process is the hiring process. And those people convince you that they are upstanding citizens. Those people convince you they can do the job, with integrity. This guy was a whole PDF file enjoying the police station. That's crazy. I digress. That's not to take away from the hiring process of that academy, of that precinct, because these people are like chameleons, man. Like I said earlier, they blend in. They look like us, which is even more so alarming. And that's why you always hear me say, stay vigilant, keep your eyes open. That's not just to say, that's a real thing. And as time progresses and as more of these videos come out, you'll see what I mean. Because of stuff like this. But those internet stings are really good, man. So shout out for that whole team, whomever that team is, that's on the internet, that's on these apps and websites and dating sites, that's finding these losers and weaning them out of this smorgasbord of trash, because that's what they are. Just saying. And getting them out of there, man. Getting these people out of the neighborhoods, getting these people out of our communities, and putting them where they need to be, which is not in the community. Yeah, I know, family, insane situation. But check this out. According to Fox 26 Houston, Patrick Hosford was terminated after evidence revealed his alleged involvement in the possession of child, PDF officials say. Hosford has been working with the Oak Ridge Police Department since October 30th, 2024. And like I said, family, he ain't worked very long, man. Thank goodness. The police department is doing an internal review of the city computer systems to ensure no inappropriate or unlawful material was sent or received using city equipment. Man, they want to make sure nothing was sent on their time, using their equipment, even to the point on their Wi-Fi, because they can search all of that. The best thing about this situation, if you were to find a best thing about this situation, is if anybody else is doing some dirt, I'm sure they're going to get them out of there. So maybe this opens the eyes even more so for this department to see if there's any more trash that's lingering around in the precinct, because where there's one, there's probably two. Where there's two, there's probably more than few. Sure, they're going to find something, even if it's not a child PDF situation. Maybe there's a dirty police officer. Again, people know how I feel about police officers. Not everyone is bad. Everybody wants to, you need to, get rid of the police and we can. Okay, something go wrong, who y'all gonna call? Because I know who I call, right? And that's a whole different conversation. That's a whole different story. I get it. But if somebody just walks to you right now, pulls out a bam bam on you, right? Pulls a bam bam out on you and takes your money, takes your shoes, take your car, they leave your cell phone, right? Who are you calling? Your uncle? Cousin? Brother? No, you're calling 911, right? So I hate that conversation that people like to have, or get rid of the police. We can police ourselves. No, you can get rid of the trash police officers, right? You can get rid of the trash CO officers, right? Get rid of the trash. Don't get rid of the freaking, that was a conversation that I thought was crazy when people wanted to have that whole deal, man, because not everyone is bad. Patrick is horrible. Mr. Hosford's he's a horrible police officer. Well, he was a horrible police officer, but that does not go for everybody. So I'm getting back. Bear with me, people. Bear with me, family. So according to Fox 26 Houston, Patrick Hosford joined the Oak Ridge North Police Department on October 24th, was fired effective Wednesday after evidence revealed his involvement in the possession of child PDF. And like I said, man, He couldn't hack it. He couldn't hack it. Good, which is great. Court documents accuse Hosford of having a 27-second video showing the assault of a child under 10. Wow, man. What trash. I mean, just complete trash, family. At the end of the day, just trash. Look at his stupid face. Such a stupid face for a stupid person. I'm sorry. You know, I know whatever name. Whatever, man. If you're the type of person to have videos of a child getting assaulted in general, under 10, over 10, don't matter. A child getting assaulted in general, you're trash. There's no other way to cut that cake besides trash. So what happens now is the Oak Ridge North Police Department is doing, like I said, an internal investigation, and they're going to strengthen the safeguards that's being used in the precinct. So if anybody's thinking about it, if there's anything that somebody else has been doing as far as illegal activity, as far as PDF files, doing, you know, kind of pictures exchanging on that premises or whatever the case may be, or in general, right? They're strengthening the safeguards to get things more secure, which is great, right? Which is great. So awesome work those guys are doing over there, man. So like I said, family, not every cop is bad, but you will have ones like Patrick, who's just the bottom of the bottom, scum of the scum. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, imagine calling that guy when the situation going on with one of your kids and y'all in a debacle or situation and he shows up. What? So, but again, family, stay safe, man. Like I said earlier, man, not every police officer is like that guy. So let's not get that narrative going, man. But they are out here just like scum CO, just like scum police officers, just like scum firefighters. Scum comes in all shapes, forms, sizes, and color, believe me. But again, man, thanks for tuning in. You already know how it go, man. Let them hate, get them out your way. It don't matter what they say, keep doing your thing, keep shining, keep grinding. It don't matter, man. Just stay giving off love, stay positive. And with that being said, I'm out.